If your emails are not getting opened, nothing else matters. Not your offer, not your copy, not your funnel, not your product. Nothing. Because if your reader disappears within the first 10 seconds, the sale's already dead. And here's the scary part: most email marketers never realize why it's happening. They think the problem, well, it's in their product, it's their niche, their list, their pricing. It's not. The problem usually starts before the reader even reads the email. Right now, I'm going to show you the three places where most emails get murdered before they even have a chance to sell anything. We have the subject line, the preview line, and the opening lead. Miss any of these, your reader's gone. But stick around, because later in the video I'm going to show you a very simple formula that instantly makes your emails harder to ignore. And it's so simple, most people completely overlook it. So let's get into it. First, we have the attention war. Right now, at this exact moment, your reader is being attacked. Not physically, but mentally. With constant cell phone notifications, YouTube video updates, postings, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, breaking news, and ads. And somewhere inside of all of that chaos, your little email shows up. Good luck. Because attention is now the most valuable currency online. Your email isn't competing against other emails. It's competing against, well, Netflix, YouTube, Instagram, text messages, sports, the scores, and 1,000 other things fighting for your reader's attention. And every creator, marketer, influencer, and business owner is also fighting for that same attention space as well. The mistake most beginners make is believing people read that because the information is valuable. They don't. People read because something grabs their attention first. Value keeps attention, but attention comes first. Always. In fact, one sentence in your email determines whether the next sentence ever gets read. And most people get it wrong. I'll show you exactly where that happens in a minute. But first, let's talk about the gatekeeper, the subject line. If the subject line fails, nothing else matters. And you have about 2.5 seconds to make it work. You could have the greatest sales email ever written, but if nobody opens it, it's completely invisible. And here's the mistake beginners make. They write boring subject lines. This is the point where most copywriters completely fail. They write things like, weekly newsletter. I just discovered the best kept secret and how to increase your online sales. I hate to break it to you, but nobody cares. Nobody cares. Your subject line needs curiosity, tension, very specific, or some type of emotional relevance. Examples. This mistake costing creators thousands. Okay? You're losing readers in 10 seconds. Hey, this next part gets expensive. I was a prisoner of war. You see the difference? These subject lines, they create an information gap. And the human brain naturally wants to close those gaps. It's called psychology. It's not magic. We have the preview line. The preview line is responsible for killing more email opens than most marketers realize, and nobody talks about it. Huge mistake. The preview line is like a movie trailer for your email. It supports the subject line and pushes the reader towards the opening. This is why modern email marketing strategy is just not about that one catchy line anymore. It's a combination attack. It's the subject line plus the preview line. And here's a good example. We have a subject line. You're losing readers in 10 seconds. Okay. Kind of curiosity, intriguing. The preview line. Your opening sentence is probably the reason why. Now the reader wants resolution. They want to know why. This is what great copywriting does. It creates momentum, and momentum creates, well, openings. This one reason why email marketing tips and copywriting secrets continue trending on YouTube and other searches, because people want to know. Businesses know that attention is the most valuable currency online. Next, we have the opening lead. Now we get to the lead content, and this is where most emails go to die. Because people finally get the open due to some amazing subject line and then waste it because the lead content sucks. The opening line, it can't be slow, it can't be generic, it can't sound robotic or corporate, and definitely nobody wants to read those. Your opening line needs to immediately create one of these. It needs to create curiosity, emotion, tension, relatability, urgency, or benefit. Here's a good example. You have about 10 seconds before your reader disappears, never to be seen or heard from again, ever. Now that creates immediate tension, right? Or most copywriters lose the sale before the second sentence. Now the reader wants to know why. That's effective lead writing. This is why learning persuasive writing, it matters so much in digital marketing. Because attention is the doorway to sales. Why does this matter? Okay, here's something. Here's the bigger truth. Your email isn't competing against other emails. It's competing against distraction. And distraction wins most of the time. In fact, I was just about to explain something important right now. Oh, squirrel! Oh, sorry. See how easy that was? That's exactly what's happening to your reader. One small distraction and it's game freaking over because the attention directly affects the revenue. If your emails do not get opened, no clicks, no engagement, no trust, no sales, it's because all the above were not put into place. That's why professional copywriters get paid so much freaking money. Not because they write words, because they capture attention. And attention creates action. The big mistake most people make, one of the biggest mistakes, is that new creators, they try to sound intelligent instead of interesting. Those two are not the same thing. You do not win with complexity. You win with clarity. Simple sentences, fast movement, strong hooks, that's what keeps the reader engaged. Look at some of the successful YouTube creators, their podcast hosts, and other successful email marketers. They understand the pacing. See, every sentence pulls you into the next sentence, leading the reader's brain into the message. We've talked about that so many times before. That's copywriting. Here's a simple formula you can start using immediately. On your subject line, it should create curiosity or tension. The preview line adds contrast that deepens the curiosity. Opening lead. This hits the emotion pain point or desired outcome immediately. Don't always ask a lame question. Doing that is not a lead into the message. Here's what your messages should read like. Okay, you have a subject line. Hey schmuck, your emails are getting ignored. And then the preview line, and it probably starts with your first sentence. The lead. Most people lose their reader before the email even begins. And this is because, well, you write like a schmuck. And the disruption is the part that works. That grabs and it keeps the reader's attention. The structure works because it creates attention spans. And I love writing in the disruptive narrative. If you take nothing away from what we talked about, remember this. You are not owed attention online. Nobody owes you anything. You have to earn it. Every subject line earns attention. You have about 2.5 seconds to capture their attention. And every preview line earns their attention because the preview line supports both the subject line and the lead content. You've heard me talk about this before. Every opening sentence earns attention because it leads the reader's brain further into the message. And the moment your reader gets bored, the email's over. That is the reality of email marketing and modern digital marketing. If you want better engagement, more clicks, more conversion, and ultimately better sales, your next email you send will either earn attention or beg for it. The market doesn't reward the best email. It rewards the email that gets read. Master the first 10 seconds and everything else becomes easier. Ignore them and nothing else matters. Before you try to improve your content, check out this video first. It will help you improve everything we talked about here. Make sure to subscribe and leave a comment and share this with somebody trying to improve their email game. Let us know how we can help you in our future podcast. And remember, here at the Copy Shop, we teach where others fail.